Hey everybody, I'm Sara Wiseman. Welcome to our Divine Astrology forecast for October 2023. And as some of you know, I'm an American channel, an intuitive, and I've been channeling for a very long time, since about 2004. And I do these monthly offerings and also an annual offering to help us receive guidance that will help us kind of cut through the distraction and the day-to-day drama and trauma of what we're going through, and sort of help us stay focused as to what's really happening in our progression as souls in human form. So here we go with October 2023. Choosing freedom. What we choose determines how we experience our life. As we journey on the path that is this lifetime, we come across forks in the roads, highways, byways, crossroads, roadblocks, switchbacks, and hidden trails. There is a lot of terrain to navigate: rocks, boulders, mud, desert. There are lots of beings to meet: nature, helpers, mentors, and guides, souls in human form. Every point of navigation offers choice. Every meeting offers choice. We are offered all experiences as choice. And some of you guys like that term free will. I think that's probably a good analogy here. The big decisions, the big crossroads on the path, are often convergences. Convergences are when time, space, and soul meet and the course of a lifetime shifts. Yet every micro decision, every brief rest stop or tiny rock on the path, or whatever it is, these are also choices that alter our course. There is no fear here. We can't journey wrong. No bad choices doom us. No mistakes curse us. Nobody's keeping track of our sins. There is no right way to navigate our path. We have experiences and we make choices that lead us to more experiences. If we like how that's working, we continue. If we don't like how that's working, we change. As we become more aware, we choose to change a lot. This is the key. As we become more aware of ourselves as soul, our ego stops trying to run the show. Once we put the soul in charge, the ego starts relaxing. The ego starts relaxing because it knows we are on track. It's so easy, isn't it? As we become more aware, we start noticing synchronicities. As we follow synchronicities, we start living in flow. As we start living in flow, the ego relaxes. We are on track. We notice life feels easier. We notice we are suffering less. And at a certain point, we transform. We start to believe that flow is real, which it is, but we start to believe it. After several tussles to stay in control, ego finally lets go. Now, every choice that comes is seen not as a challenge, but as an experience. We begin to live beyond ego. Nowness gives us perspective. Oneness gives us perspective. After a while, we get used to seeing life this way. The old way of living no longer seems valuable. Ego needs us, but we don't need ego. There is a releasing, a detaching. We get to choose. We can live in freedom if we want to. So it's a lot to take in. We're really, society really has taught us a whole different way. Society's taught us ego's in charge, linear linear logical mind is in charge. You have to do it a certain way. We're all in competition. Only one person or group or company can win, or sports team, whatever. And all of these old ideas, they're from a very old paradigm. Probably started, I don't know, been in full force here in the US since industrial age, but started long before that. And now things are different. With the advent of the internet, we are allowed to spread ideas to each other, whereas before we couldn't. Before we weren't even literate, right? We couldn't even let alone use our phones or computers or screens. We couldn't even write. We didn't know how to communicate that way. So here we are now spreading the word, and we are able to share this new awareness that is coming up, and this new way of saying, you know, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to live in this system of ego-led, linear-led, this idea of competitive power and dominance. I don't want to live like that. I want to live in community. I want to live in this idea that all beings are equal, that all beings have value. So this idea of choosing freedom is that in every experience we choose, we continually have this option. You're gonna go to the lower self, the ego self, or we're gonna go to the awareness self. And as we continue to choose the awareness self, the soul self, we notice everything around us begins to get different. It's as if we shift dimensionality, which is what we're doing. We're shifting our vibrational level, is one term, but we're shifting into a different dimensionality where our experiences are going to be different. It's a lot. If you're hearing it for the first time, just take it in. If you've been following for a while, you know that the messages about oneness and nowness have been pretty consistent this year. Everybody, subscribe if you want. That's always awesome, because then I don't have to worry about if you can find it again, or you can go to the website, sarawiseman.com, and subscribe there. Plus, we have a free gift for you, mini course, The Magic of Blind Readings, which is super wonderful for opening your intuition. Thanks, everybody, and I will be back with you next month.